Hello ladies and gents, Jack here, today bringing you some more Plants vs Zombies gameplay, some tips on starting a YouTube channel, a question that I get asked a lot of times, and also to announce the winners of a couple of big competitions I've run recently. That of course being for the copies of this game and an Nvidia GTX 780 Ti graphics card. Originally it was 2 copies of the game, but EA sent me a third, so I'm going to chuck that in there as well. Now in the last PvZ video I was playing as the Plants, and in this one you're seeing some zombie gameplay, again from start to finish so you can see what the game's like. I did actually try to get some Garden Ops gameplay with Chaboy and Azzy, but after like 3 minutes or so the game kept lagging out, so we didn't really manage to record enough, and I can't post that because it's not like a complete video sort of thing. But for those of you that don't know, Garden Ops is like the classic style Plants vs Zombies. I guess you fight waves of AI NPCs and various bosses and try to get through as many waves as you can before you all get wiped out. It's pretty fun with friends for a bit, but it does get repetitive after a few tries. I'd much rather be playing multiplayer than co-op versus artificial intelligence, put it that way. Moving on, like I said at the start of the video, I wanted to talk about a current topic related to the gaming industry and YouTube in general, and that is what's it like being a YouTuber, and also a couple of tips and hints for those that are looking to start up a channel. I was inspired to talk about this stuff because almost every day I'll get a message on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. Someone's asking me, Jack, do you have any tips for starting a YouTube channel, or how do I get big on YouTube, that sort of thing. You get the idea. Now I wanted to start by saying I don't think there's one definite path to follow to be successful on YouTube or Twitch TV, for example. Simply because it's so unpredictable. You can't really start a channel from scratch and know from the outset that it's going to be really popular or it's going to succeed. But I think that there are a number of things you can do to at least give yourself a fighting chance, like a list of tick boxes to check, because there's just so many people now trying to do the same thing, so it is a very daunting task when you start a new channel. I think it's best just starting at the basics really and making sure that you check all of those boxes, and that's very important. Video and audio quality of course have to be very good. You need to use reliable recording software, and I think be uploading in at least 720p. Having a decent microphone, also very important, because a lot of people will just stop watching a video straight away if the mic quality is bad. It's as simple as that, and I think that when you're starting off, good mic quality is actually a lot more valuable than good video quality, especially if you're doing a lot of commentary. Now in terms of the actual content itself, that's really up to you to decide what the focus is, what it's going to be, what are you going to specialize in. And in my opinion, again just my opinion, I think educational videos can work really well, hints and tips. Humans love to learn about stuff, and if you can present that in an entertaining manner, people will enjoy the content and feel like they've come away with something when they finish watching the video. Someone could probably talk about a candle for 20 minutes and still make it interesting. I think it's that sort of stuff that engages people and just makes them come back for more, really. Of course, stuff like funny content works really well too, but I think that humour is very subjective and you need to find a specific audience for your sort of humour style. If you get what I mean, that sounds terrible. But yeah, there's just so many options and subjects to talk about. You can literally talk about or make a video about anything on YouTube and get views on it. I mean, there's an audience and a niche out there for everything, really. And I've said this in a video a long time ago, but I thought it'd be useful repeating it for new viewers. I think it's very important to constantly review yourself, review your content before you release it. Because once it's out there, you can't edit it and you can't take it back. Well, I guess you could delete the video, but the internet remembers, okay? So before you release the video, before you make it public, just show it to your friends and ask them what they think about it. Were they entertained? Were they bored at any point? Did they think something was pointless? Do they have any suggestions? Was there something that you missed that they've got a different opinion on? Sometimes it's good to just get an outside perspective on something that you've created, and that works really well for real life issues too. But it's very easy to get wrapped up in it sometimes, and by the time you've got through to the end or finished it, it's quite hard to tell if it's actually a good thing or not. And just having someone else there really helps out. If you've ever made something that you aren't 100% satisfied with or feel like it could be better, then my advice is to just start from the beginning or just try and fix it and review it and just make it better. You certainly need to have your own style as well, and something that differentiates you from everyone else. So whether that's your video editing, your voice, the type of commentary, the topics you talk about, whatever. And I know it's really hard to do, and it's really easy for me to say that, but just try and be as original as possible. It seems like a really daunting task because it feels like everything's been done already and everything's already been seen on the internet, and you're just a little fish swimming in a humongous infinite ocean. But there's always room for something new. Trust me, you just got to have a sit down, think about it, write ideas down, collaborate, and eventually you're probably going to come up with something new. And it might take a while and it's going to be hard work, but if you really want to do it, you can make it happen. I could sit here for ages and talk about this sort of stuff, and there's plenty more that I could say, but we'd literally be here for hours, and obviously I can't make a video that's 4 hours long. Well, I could, but you guys probably won't watch it. So, yeah, what's it actually like being a YouTuber? Again, this is a question I get asked all the time, and I think it's different for everyone. And this is a very new thing. Like, half the time I don't know what the fuck I'm doing or where I'm going with this, but one thing I truly believe is that YouTube and internet broadcasting is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. And also I think that it's replacing TV, especially for the younger generation. You know, I love being part of this, and I believe that enough that I wanted to put all of my eggs in this basket and just give it my best shot for now, really. For me, I spend most of the day sat in front of my PC editing or scripting or doing research, and in that sense it is quite a lonely, secluded experience. The only time I see other actual people is if I go to an event. So, you know, it's very different from being surrounded by people 5 days a week. Obviously, a lot of the time I'm on TeamSpeak or Skype chatting to people and interacting with you guys, the audience, in comments or on Twitter, whatever. But that is, of course, a lot different from face-to-face human interaction. And it's definitely a 24/7 thing. I do a lot of content creation on weekends too. YouTube has sort of taken over my life now, and I don't know if it's sad to admit it, but I am actually addicted to making video content. I probably play like 3 or 4 hours of games a day. And you spend a lot more time editing and planning than actually playing games. You know, I'm always recording games and thinking, how can I make this recording into a video that I could present on the internet, on my YouTube channel, and make it interesting. There's a lot of reading and trying to understand detailed mechanics in a game. Lots of replying to emails, understanding what topics are relevant and important, what people actually care about. And I do read every comment and message that I get, and there is a lot of negative shit that gets thrown at you. People calling you names, saying that your content's rubbish, or why are you playing this game, it sucks. And that can really hurt when you spent hours and a load of energy on something. But at the same time, if I took everything that I read on the internet seriously, I'd be a fool. And with that said though, there's a lot of positive feedback too. You know, it's great when I read a message from someone saying that my videos helped them out, maybe during a tough time in their life, or thanks for the tips, or thanks for making me laugh, or thanks for keeping me entertained while I was at work, or, you know, whatever. That sort of positive stuff certainly helps to deal with the bad stuff that gets thrown in your direction. And luckily for me, it is overwhelmingly positive feedback, and you know, I'm really grateful to you guys, and especially that I've managed to build a mature, respectful audience. I think that's really important to me. Anyways, I hope that helps if you're thinking about starting up a YouTube channel. I think the most important thing is just be yourself, and don't set out from the get-go thinking that you can make a living out of this. If it's not fun for you and it's not a hobby and you're not doing it for fun, then it probably ain't worth it. Like, make sure it's always a YouTube channel rather than a source of revenue. Don't ever forget that. Do it as a hobby or for fun, and then just see how it goes. Like, I started doing this because it was just fun and a cool way to watch back Battlefield 3 gameplay sessions I was having with my mates. You know, there was like six of us just playing BF3, and I found out how to use Fraps, recorded it and started making videos, and then we'd watch the videos back and have a laugh. And now it's just evolved into something different. You know, now I have the opportunity to reach a massive audience and teach them something, bring them exclusive gameplay of new games, make them laugh, show them cool stuff, and just make a difference to their day. That's the best part about it for me, and I can still have a lot of fun at the same time. I mean, like, I love editing videos. I can be creative, and who wouldn't enjoy doing that? And feel free to completely ignore me or anything I've just said. It is just my experience and my opinion on the matter. You get something completely different from someone else who probably completely disagree with me and say that I was talking crap. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents and my experience. Right then, on to the winners of the giveaway. Let's do this. So there were 3 Xbox One copies of the game Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare First. We had 3,500 comments for that on that video, and the winners were TJ Finch, Tyler Landness and Patrick Cantwell. So yeah, congratulations to you guys. I'll be in touch with you to get your addresses. And yes, I can get the game sent out to you. And now for the winner of the GTX 780 Ti graphics card, which Nvidia kindly sent over to me. So for this one, we had an insane amount of comments, approximately 41,000 in total, which is just mental. And unfortunately, there can only be one winner. Out of those people, the lucky winner is me. No, it's not me, I'm just kidding. It was a guy called Chris Dewell. Or Chris Dewell. I'm sorry, Chris. I don't know how to pronounce that. Dewell. But yeah, Chris Dewell, you're one lucky man, dude. Well played, sir. And I need whatever medication you're taking. Because you're really lucky. And I'll be in touch with you so I can get your delivery address and get this bad boy sent out to you. And I'd really appreciate it if all the winners could just send me a tweet as well. That would be fantastic. Awesome. So wrapping up for today, as part of my ongoing promotion with G2A.com, I'm going to invite you guys to click on my referral link in the description. It's G2A.com/r/jackfrags. If you're looking to buy some new games, G2A.com is a website that works directly with publishers to bring you guys CD keys for cheaper than you'd find on Steam and Origin. They've got Titanfall on there, BF4 Premium, Xbox Points, World of Warcraft, Tomb Raider, CSGO, Thief, whatever, okay? If you're after a game, check the website out. You'll probably find it on there. And if you buy a game using my referral link, I'll get a little bit of commission and you get a game for cheaper than you expected to pay. Everyone's a winner, right? You get a game for cheap and I can save up for that pink wedding dress that I always wanted. I reckon I'm going to look pretty good in that. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a rating and a comment and I'll see you in the next one.